music worked. There it is. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, come on. YouTube is being a pain. Come on. There we go. YouTube's up. Facebook is slacking, as always. There we go. And do a little refresh. There we go. Donnie Mac, send your link out. Do whatever you want to do.
All right, we're good.
We're good? Are you saying we are ready to rock and roll for another wonderful episode of 863 Sports Buzz, the podcast? I'm Marshentime. My partner over there, Donnie Mac, looking like he's got some Cincinnati stuff in there. Oh, I'm sorry, Donnie Mac. It's okay, buddy. You know, my team won the series. I just want to point that out.
Who?
The Miami Marlins took the series from the Cincinnati Reds, buddy.
Oh,
That's all I wanted to say. You know, we pointed it out. We took you guys down again.
How many wins are they behind him?
Not very many now, man. The Marlins are coming strong. Listen, buddy, we were 9-1 at one point. We were winning games.
Answer, Marshentime, is they are behind the Reds.
They are a couple games behind still. Mm-hmm. Just a couple, though. We're coming for you. We're coming for you, Donnie Mac.
Not a couple.
Don't be expecting nothing.
6 runs there, buddy. It's 6 wins there.
6 wins ain't much nowadays, man. We're not even at the All-Star break, Donnie Mac. Not even at the All-Star break yet. Let me pull these up real fast. I want to have this up. All right, there it is. But while we're talking baseball, Donnie Mac, we got to talk all the movement, all the power. We got to do some more power rankings here. We got to do our top 5 again, you know, our power rankings. That's what we're going to do every week now. You know, it's been 2 weeks since we did it, Donnie Mac. Do you feel any shift in power rankings? Do you feel any movement coming along?
I still kind of feel almost the same, but not 100% the same.
100%? Okay. That's...
I still don't put the Dodgers number 1 because now they're only one.
Still don't.
They're only one game ahead of the Cubs now, and the Cubs are on a freaking tear. You know, they're starting to do their thing, and the Dodgers,
they are.
They've only won 6 games out of the last 14, so they're on a hell of a skid. But the Dodgers are still good. They still got to get healthy. The team that I'm really, really surprised in is the Brewers of Marshentime. Just with Mizorowski, the young pitching and everything starting to come. Christian Yelich is starting to pound the ball really good right now, and they really need that offensive spark. When you get guys like that, as Xander Bogaerts start hitting the ball a little bit, and you get pitching, young pitching, they got a boost in that club right now. In that Central Division, there's 3 teams over 50 wins, and Cincinnati's got 49. So there's almost 4 teams over. Okay. This is one of the toughest divisions in baseball, and the Brewers are proving that they can hang in that division and hang in there with any team right now.
No, I mean, you're right on that one, man. The Brewers are right there. The Cubs, that division's going really strong. I mean, your Reds are over 500, and they're in 4th in the division. Yeah, that's pretty impressive when there's divisions who are barely over 500 and winning division. Another division that I want to talk about, man, the AL East. You know, the Blue Jays, the Yankees, the Red Sox finally coming on, the Rays coming on. All of these teams are within 5 or 6 games, man.
How about the Blue Jays?
Wow.
You know, 2 games, ahead in the lead of the East. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
9-1 in the last 10. The same as Boston, though. 9-1 in the last 10.
And you're right.
These 2 teams are on fire.
They got a legit 4 teams, 50 wins or more right now. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man.
And Baltimore's starting to win right now. They are starting.
Baltimore's starting to win too. You're true. Very true.
They're almost at 500. They're at 43 wins. So, I mean, they're starting to hit the ball. The All-Star break's coming at a bad time for these teams, to be honest with you. Because you and I, we've talked about this before, especially going into the playoffs, momentum. Days off, this time off, that kills momentum a lot of the times for these teams that are in a good swing. So, this All-Star break might be bad timing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good possibility, man. I mean, listen, my Marlins are like 7-3 in the last 10. The Red Sox are 9-1. The Blue Jays are 9-1. All these teams having these big, spurts. Are they going to get cooled off after the All-Star break? Hey, welcome in, Serious Unserious Gamer. What's up, Reap? Good to see you, buddy. Listen, but hey, all I gotta say is my Marlins are not in last place in the division. The Nationals are, who fired their coach, Donnie Mac. What do you think about that?
I don't think it's. I mean, I don't really think it's surprising, Marshentime. Something's got to happen, right? We just talked about momentum. You got to get something going in the right direction, and it obviously wasn't happening.
No, I mean, they listen, they're, 20 games below 500 right now? I mean, they're flailing, and they're just... we expected a little bit from the Nationals. I mean, I didn't expect them to win the division. But I expected them to kind of compete a little bit, give them some kind of run, maybe for second or third. But man, they're just absolutely horrible.
Yeah, it just wasn't going right. Nothing's going right. They're going to start over. They're going to retool. They did this back before they won the World Series in 2019, Marshentime. Rizzo was the guy that came in and did that for them. He was a part of the new mantra. Now it's all going... I mean, between last year and this year, how long do you put up with it if you want to be a winning club, especially in that National League race right now?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Donnie Mac, put on your cap here, though, for we're doing some pretenders and contenders right here, right now, Donnie Mac. You got to tell me right now, 1 to 10, the odds this team can make it to the World Series, all right?
World Series.
The World Series, not the playoffs. I want to know if they are true contenders in winning the World Series, Donnie Mac. And I'm starting off with the best team in baseball, the Detroit Tigers. Hit me with it.
I think they're pretenders, Marshentime.
Pretenders?
I really think they're pretenders. They got some good pitching. They got a spark, older guy like Javi Baez. Torkelson, a guy that's 2 years into his MLB careers, hitting the ball. Turek, a guy like that's hitting the ball, comes out of nowhere. I just think they're pretenders right now. They're showing up. They're going to let you know they're going to be here because of that pitching staff, but they got to get better offense. There's teams like the Yankees, teams like even the Astros and the Mariners that can put up a lot of runs on these teams when it comes to that bullpen, and especially Detroit. I think they're a pretender on the back half of that bullpen. They got to have their starters going 7, 8, 9 innings to get a good win out of it. And look at them. Look at them in the last 10, Marshentime. I mean, they're 5 and 5. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the thing. The Twins are coming on. They're starting to win, and I think the Twins had something to do with that 5 and 5 record.
Okay, so we got pretenders on the best team in baseball. Now we're jumping down. I'm not going to the Dodgers because I feel like I know what you're going to say to the Dodgers, so we're not going there. But I'm going with your favorite team, the number one team in your power rankings, Donnie Mac, the Chicago Cubs. Pretender, contender, buddy.
You're breaking up on me right there, Marshentime, but I'm pretty sure you said the Chicago Cubs, and right now I'm going to call
Chicago Cubs.
That they're hitting the ball, and they're hitting the lights out of the ball. The problem is any given day, that starting pitcher is so inconsistent from top to bottom in this rotation that it's very scary. You don't know which starter is going to go 7 or 8 innings and have 8 or 9 punch outs. You don't know which starter is going to give up 19 hits and give up 9 runs in a game. You know what I mean? And get pulled, especially in that division. Look at that division they're playing in. They have to hit the ball and to pitch in that division. That's why Paul Skeens is so freaking good. In his last 14 starts, he's only got 1 win with a 1.97 ERA. It's because of that division, okay? Pittsburgh sucks. That division hits the ball. But I love the Cubs right now. Yep, another team, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's leading MLB, and he's the first player to have 35 home runs, 25 stolen bases, and 70 RBIs at the All-Star break. It's absolutely amazing. But he came
carried our fantasy team too.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere. Is it sustainable when you get in the playoffs? I've seen him go over for a couple of nights in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that team's kind of coming together. They're hitting the ball. I love what they're doing. I love offense. It's flashy, but you got to have that pitching. You got to have that complete team. Marshentime, you know it. Top to bottom, bullpen, offense, starters. You got to have it. You got to have it.
So give me a 1 to 10, Donnie Mac. Where are they at from number 1 being the pretender, 10 being the main contender?
I would say they're a 6. They're a 6.
So they're leaning towards contender. They're just not there yet.
All-Star break, Marshentime, they've got enough tools. They can make a move and get a guy like Paul Skeens if Pittsburgh him up. You know what I mean? And make a move. And there's teams are willing to give up pitchers right now. They're going to be willing to give up a few pitchers.
True. I mean, there's teams that are kind of violent, even like the Nationals, maybe.
Yeah.
Go out there and get me. Hey, listen. What if a Paul Skeens trade comes up, Donnie Mac? That could be interesting.
It could be. It could be very.
If I was the Pirates, I would listen.
The Pirates went on record saying they have no interest in trading Paul Skeens, but we've heard the best team.
I've heard that before. Let's be honest.
Yeah, throughout all sports say the same thing, and that exactly happened.
100%. Listen, we're jumping over to the NL East. Give me the Philadelphia Phillies, Donnie Mac.
Philadelphia Phillies, I do believe, are a strong contender, a 9 out of 10. They are a
9 out of 10.
I really do. It. Pitching is starting to come on a lot better right now. The offense is staying steady. They got Bryce Harper back now. Kyle Schwarber is doing what Kyle Schwarber does. And these guys are just playing ball, Marshentime. It's fun to watch. Zach Wheeler, a guy like that, at the front of your bullpen. If you get Luzardo to straighten out, he's inconsistent every 6 start. It's kind of weird. But that pitching staff's coming around. Ranger Suarez, he's coming back. He's looking into form. He's hitting old form. He didn't look good in his last start, but he didn't look horrible in his last start. It's kind of a rocky start. I think the Phillies are right there. We've seen them time and time again throughout the years be right there doing exactly what you're doing right now. And until they prove that wrong, history says that the Phillies are doing exactly what they need to do right now, Marshentime.
I like it. Now we're going to go back into the AL, Donnie Mac. I'm going with a team who's been pretty consistent in getting there, making deep runs in the playoffs.
Yeah, Houston.
The Houston Astros. You knew it. You knew exactly where I was going.
Absolutely.
Donnie Mac, what do you think, buddy?
They're a 10 on my list. They're another team.
10 on the list.
They're another team. Time and time again, year after year, Marshentime, they don't care. Alex Bregman, get rid of him. Verlander, get rid of him. Next guy up. Framber Valdez, looking like an absolute shutout all-star over there. Move a guy like Jose Altuve to the outfield, move him around. Next guy up. They're doing exactly what Houston has been doing for the last decade. Again, this is the Philly side and the American League, Marshentime. Same thing, mirror image right here. Houston Astros, keep spinning it out. Get rid of your coach, your manager, Dusty Baker, gone. Who cares? Houston Astros doing exactly what they do every year.
Okay, I like it. Donnie Mac, do you see any team making a huge trade before the All-Star break?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Dodgers are going to be one of them. They got to get some better starting pitching in there, and they know it. And the Dodgers will do it, and they will. The question
I'm afraid to spend money.
The question is who's available. I mean, I don't see the Padres going into a selling contest right now. They're only 6 games behind at the break right now, and we're not even at the break. You know what I mean? I see the Mets still looking for some pitching out there. They need some pitching. They're starting to fall off in that class right there. They got a couple of guys that are wearing down. You know what I mean? They're being asked to do a whole lot because the back end of that bullpen's giving up a lot of runs. But who's available, Marshentime? That's the thing. Who's down at the bottom in the trenches that's willing to give up one of these pitchers that they got available? Is it a Soriano from the Angels? Is it a Sears from the Athletics? One of these guys that can go deep and induce a lot of ground balls. A guy that can be a number 3 or 4 in the rotation. You know what I mean?
I like it, man. Listen, now we're going opposite side. We talked about the buyers. What about a seller, Donnie Mac? Which team is going to be a seller at this trade deadline?
I think it's got to be the White Sox. They got a nice young pitcher, and I was thinking about this Hauser. This kid is absolutely electric. He's got a 3-run ERA, and he just gave up that 3 runs. It was the first 3 runs he gave up in the last 3 starts. He just did that, early on in the week. Hauser, he could be a surefire on the market. White Sox trying to sell. They're in the dumps. They're just as bad as Colorado. Oh, speaking about Colorado, they got a couple of young guys over there too. Hunter Goodman on a 22-game hitting streak. I talked to you about that the other day. This guy's going to be on the market, and he will be on the move.
Listen, can the Rockies afford to lose anybody else, though? I mean, they've turned 22-73, man. I mean, why do people even go to the games at this point? Like, can they afford to lose their best player?
Think about that. Hunter Goodman, he's going to bring you a lot of trade assets, money, value. He's going to give you 2 or 3 more players out of that farm system, probably starting pitching that you need big time. Okay, they're producing offense. Look at Colorado. We've seen them do it time and time again. Trevor Story, Gonzalez, all these guys, Tulowitzki. These guys just coming out of that farm system in Colorado. You know what I mean? We've watched it time and time again, and Hunter Goodman is another guy that they're doing that with. I think they've got a couple more guys down there, Marshentime, and they better sell. They better get some assets.
Listen, hear me out. I know this is kind of a bold prediction here, but I am going with my selling team as the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
I feel like they've kind of given up on this year. It seems like the team has so much talent. I feel like they could get a lot of young talent for some of these players, even maybe Acuna going, maybe Spencer Strider going somewhere, even Grant Holmes going somewhere. I could see one of these guys going somewhere at the end of this thing to try to bring in some younger talent. I think the Braves are finally figuring out that their roster is just not good enough anymore. It's getting older. They see these guys, but these guys are veterans, man. They can make a big impact on a team. I feel like this is going to be a huge thing. I think the Atlanta Braves are going to be sellers at this trade deadline.
Well, yeah, it depends on how that rotation works out for them. The back half of it is kind of shaky in the first half of the season, but not horrible. Front half, they've been injured all year. So whether or not they give that a shot, with Chris Sale and his rib injury.
I mean, they're already 10 games, but they're already, 12 games back? I mean, they're just, I don't think they can make the run.
Atlanta's not a team to lay down. That would be surprising to see them do it, but I could see it happening. They do have a lot of money tied up in that payroll, Marshentime. They really do. Another team I was thinking about, let me ask you this. If you're the Texas Rangers, you got Eovaldi, okay? You got DeGrom. You got these guys starting to pitch. Yeah. They're pitching really well. You're hanging around at 47, 48, close to 500 in that division. What do you do, Marshentime? Do you sell off there, or do you try and make a move and try and double up and get a
I think that depends on what trade offers come up. I don't know if they're looking to make a move. I don't think they're going to be willing to sell because the Rangers always seem to be they always want to compete. They always want to go after it, and they seem to always hate the Astros. Them and the Astros always seem to have that little rivalry. So I don't think they like seeing the Astros up there on the top spot. So I can see the Rangers trying to make a move. Whether or not they make a big splash, I don't think they're going to make any big splashes.
I think, you know what, and hear me out on this, the Giants, Buster Posey.
That one I could see.
They're at 52 and 44, 7-3 in the last 10. They're only, 5 games behind in that lead behind LA Dodgers. This is a competitive team. I can see Buster Posey making a move to get another solid pitcher in that rotation. I really could.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a surprise. Wouldn't be a surprise to me. They're 7-3. I mean, they already went out and got Danvers from Boston. Yeah. Why not? Why not keep going,
They went on a winning streak after they get this guy.
They did. So, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be surprised. And you know what? It probably wouldn't be a bad thing. They're in a tough division with the Padres and the Dodgers. Another team I thought about selling, though, Donnie Mac. We were talking about NL West. What about the Diamondbacks? A lot of their really good players are injured.
That's
so
true.
This year's pretty much done for them.
They could be in a selling contest.
They could definitely be in a selling, phase for this year.
They really could. I mean, Corbin Carroll's. I think he just came back, or did he go on the shelf with a broken wrist? I forget what it was, but something just happened to him. They just lost another guy, Eugene Suarez. That might be a good guy that could be on the market too. Even Merrill, the starting pitcher. You know what I mean? This could be an enticing guy that could be on the market for that. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point, man. Very good point.
Reap is saying Mariners are going to make at least a move or not two. The Mariners are definitely a good possibility. I can see the Mariners making a move. They're in that hunt for that division lead against the Astros.
They got the big dumper, man. They've got the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. This is the first catcher. Didn't he set a record? 36 home runs. Right? The first catcher.
He was chasing somebody, and he finally did it. I don't remember who he was chasing now.
Was it Mike Piat? No, it was Salvador Perez. That's who it was.
Yeah, that's who it was.
That's awesome. The big dumper. How would you like your nickname to be, the big
dumper? Listen, the Rockies do have people to sell. Reap. They got Hunter Goldman, 22-game hit streak, man. I mean, come on now. How you gonna hold off the guy that's got a 22-game hit streak? Come on now.
And they got Freeland. They got a starting pitcher just stuck in the wrong spot, man. Freeland's not a bad starting pitcher, man.
He's just playing for the Rockies.
He's just playing for the Rockies.
Oh, they are trash. And listen, don't count out the Miami Marlins from selling as well. They still have Alcantara, who was really good last year. He came back from an injury this year. He's having a little bit of a struggle. But listen, if the right team, we all know the Marlins are sellers. They love selling off their big players. So if somebody comes in with the big deal, even the Dodgers, I could see them selling off Alcantara to the Dodgers.
And they could also, Marlins could also do something that doesn't make any sense. They got some young, talented pitchers there, like they did a couple of years ago when they got Berger over there. Yep. You know what I mean? They just got
yeah, I remember that. Jake Berger
on a trade, and he just starts smashing the ball, and he puts some life back into the Marlins. Yeah, they could do something like that too, and get a guy down. Eugene Suarez comes to Miami Marlins, for pennies on the dollar, and here we go. We're talking about the Marlins here in South Florida again. We're going to see a game.
I mean, right now I'm loving what the Marlins are doing, so I mean, I can't say anything. They've won plenty of games.
That's
They've been playing some good teams too. I mean, they're winning games still right now. I think they're beating the Orioles right now. So
their payroll is at a threshold where they could do something.
They could do anything they want.
They could sell a few tickets in the second half, and they
you never know. I mean, it'd be nice because listen, we all see how cheap it is to go to them. So
Justin Verlander coming to Miami. I'm watching that.
Okay, he's on a 15-loss streak, buddy. I don't want no Justin Verlander. I'm sorry. Justin Verlander 10 years ago, maybe. Justin Verlander now I'm staying away from. They suck. I hate being. Reef, stop being a Colorado fan is all I got to say, buddy, because they ain't ever going nowhere. The Rockies haven't been good since, what, Troy Tulowitzki?
Todd Helton.
We're going way back now. Oh, man. Gosh.
No,
oh, man.
I like the Rockies, man. The Rockies, they had a nice young offense there for a good few years in a row that they were very exciting to watch. Not only that, what was the pitcher's name? Jimenez, I think his name was. He was fun to watch. He was a good young pitcher. What the heck was his name? I think his name was Jimenez, but he was a good young electric pitcher. He was fun to watch.
I'm slowly becoming a Mariners fan. Always Orioles first. How do you go from Rockies to Baltimore to Seattle? Come on, Reed. You can't be doing just because you move doesn't mean you can switch that easily, man. What in the heck is this crap?
He just went 500 balls in 3 seconds, man.
That's an Alabama Crimson Tide fan for you right there, man. He just switches up to anybody. He's like, I'm just gonna switch.
Roll Tide.
High tide. High tide.
High tide.
Listen, Donnie Mac, why we're throwing that out there, I grew up in Maryland, fool. Yeah. I don't want to hear your crap, But while we're talking, we brought in college football, Donnie Mac.
Oh, you got college football, huh?
What are we thinking of college football this year, man? What are we thinking of all the NIL deals? What are we thinking about all this stuff? What are we thinking about Deion Sanders complaining? Because he's just trash. You brought in this thing, Donnie Mac. Does Deion Sanders win more than 6 games this year?
Yep, 6.5. That's what ESPN has.
6.5.
6.5 games. Pull up your schedule. Let's look at it, Marshentime. Let's call it right now. If they go over or under 6, I think it's going to be very tough. But a lot of teams left that division.
I'll bring it right up here. We'll screen share it right here, and we'll do it. If I can get this to work. Come on.
Big question: who's going to compete with Texas this year in the SEC, man?
That's a good question. There we go. Do we get it to come up? There we go. Let me zoom in here for a little bit. And drafted out of high school. I forgot about that, Reap. I remember you told me you got drafted by. I thought you got drafted by the Angels. I thought it was the Angels, not the Orioles, but I forgot about that. You're right. I forgot. I'll let it slide. All right, Donnie Mac. They go right off the bat. They start. Oh no, that's at home. Actually, they play at home against Georgia Tech coming in. The run, the pound, the ground and pound. You know it, man. What do you think?
That's going to be close. There's a couple more variables that I need to know going into this season for them too, but I'm going to call that one a loss to GT.
I agree. 0-1. 0-1. Then they get the team of Delaware. I didn't even know Delaware has a football team, Donnie Mac. This is what I'm talking about. Hey. Who is Delaware? Who is this Delaware football? Get out of here, Coach Pryor. Play some garbage teams. Get out of here.
Came out of Delaware.
Who?
Joe Flacco.
Oh my God, Joe Flacco's been out of college football for 30 years, man. Yeah.
The mud hen.
My man's got to take naps during games now. I don't want to hear nothing about Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Joey Flacco comes from them.
Delaware, Colorado. I feel like that's an easy win for Colorado. I'm giving them 1-1. I'm not even not even a question. Yeah. Then, Donnie Mac, they have to take a trip to Houston. That's going to be a little bit more interesting game. I think that's going to be a little bit closer. But you know what? I'm going 1-2. I'm taking Houston.
I'm going to take Colorado on that one right there. Just because Houston Colorado has lost a lot in the last 2 seasons.
They have. But you know what? I still like him. I don't like Coach Prime. We all know this. So, next game, Wyoming comes to town facing Colorado, man. Wyoming going into Colorado to be decided on time. What you think?
I'm going to go with Colorado on that one also.
Wow, you just disrespecting Wyoming, man? How dare you?
Wyoming score, but they're trying to get Mike Zimmer to come in and coach their defense.
Giving up on the Wyoming Cowboys. I'm disappointed in you. That's all right. I figured that. Yeah, see, even Reap agrees. I mean, Colorado's lost a lot more. That's why I'm still taking Houston. But, all right. So you got – I agree with you, though. I think they're beating Wyoming. What about Birmingham University, man?
BYU.
Birmingham Young University, BYU versus Colorado. I'm taking BYU, Donnie Mac. I'm taking another loss for
at that point in the
season, Buffaloes.
They're going to come off of that last win, think that they're going to be a little bit untouchable Marshentime, but BYU is going to smack them in the face.
I like it. Smacking them in the face. Donnie Mac, right now, you got him what? You got him lost 2-1-3. I've got him 2-3. You got him 3-2. We're rolling on down. They're going to the Horned Frogs and TCU.
TCU.
Listen, buddy. TCU makes the upset. They're taking it back. Oh, yeah, I did say Birmingham, didn't I? Yeah, I don't know what I said. Listen. Why did I say Birmingham?
Birmingham, Alabama. He's secretly an Alabama fan.
Yeah. That's because probably because we were talking about Alabama.
Hey, you got me off.
Listen, we're going to the Horned Frogs.
Say Tide, man. He just likes to say Tide.
Listen, TCU gets their revenge for Colorado beating them last year, man. Give me TCU.
Yeah, I agree with that one. It's going to be a little bit more of a dogfight than a lot of people think, but TCU is going to pull this one out.
So now you got them 3-3. I got them 2-4. Iowa State versus Colorado, going to Colorado. I feel like Colorado pulls this one out, and in Colorado, I feel like they got the home field advantage. I'm taking Colorado over Iowa State.
Iowa State's underrated every year in this division. Iowa State play football. They play football really well, especially against good teams. I'm taking Iowa State in that one.
All right, so we're both back out at 500. We're both at 500 now. Now we're going Colorado, going Shut up, Reap. They're going to the Utes. The Utah Utes, buddy. What do you think?
Yeah, Utah's lost a lot too, and
They have lost a lot, and they seem to always be injured, man. And by this time of the year, I'm scared.
This is one of those games for Colorado. They've lost equally enough for Utah. By this time, they're such a good program. They always tune that defense in, and they start running the football. This is about the time of the year where they're going to start getting that running game going. Colorado will win this game, but it's a possibility they could lose this game too. But I'm going to take them in this game, but Utah is going to surprise them.
Listen, Donnie Mac, you just said what I was thinking is defense. Who has the better defense? It's not Colorado. They just lost their Heisman Trophy cornerback in Travis Hunter, buddy. The Utah Utes will take this game, and they will win this game based on the sole thing that 863 Sports Buzz stands on, Donnie Mac. Defense wins championships. Defense wins games. Utah wins this game. Arizona, Donnie Mac. Arizona going to Colorado. What are you feeling?
Arizona's another one of those teams. They just lost Scatterbo, the big running back, but they got another one behind them, and they can stretch the field, man. Well, actually, Scatterbo didn't go to Arizona. He went to Arizona State, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Scatterbo went to Arizona State. Arizona's another one of those teams that can sling the ball. They stretch the field. Arizona is going to lose this one to Colorado, though.
They're going to lose it to Colorado? Mm-hmm. Donnie Mac, I got to agree with you, buddy. I feel like you're right on that one. I feel like that's just going to be a little bit too much for them. I got to take Colorado over Arizona. Then we jump in. Colorado's going to West Virginia, Donnie Mac.
Yeah.
Where do you see West Virginia coming in and beating the crap out of Colorado? Because that's what I see.
Yeah, Colorado's got to come to West Virginia. That's a hard venue to play. And when you got to go in there and play those Mountaineers, man, it gets pretty rough, especially at this time of the year, because that's when West Virginia's really got that high-powered offense in tune, man. They love wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
They love stretch quarterbacks. They're going to run the crap out of Colorado in this game. They're going to wear them down, and they're going to beat them.
Listen, I 100% agree on that one. West Virginia is going to run over Colorado. I mean, it's going to be an absolute, it's just going to be a blowout, man. Yeah. Calling it right here, right now. Listen, Kenny Dillingham in Arizona State, though, is the next game. I'm taking the guy who I have a signed autograph helmet by back there in Hines Ward is their associate head coach, buddy. So you got to give me Hines Ward in Arizona State, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going. Like I said, Arizona State. There's a reason why Scatterbo was there. They got some prestigious coaching there, and they've got a good program. They've got good recruiting, and they've done good in the NIL. They haven't done terrific. They're sleepily good. I think this team's got a shot at winning this conference.
Ooh, that's a big prediction there, Donnie Mac. I like it. Listen, a couple weeks.
They got
to do our, pre picks. So, that may be a surprise for Donnie Mac there. Then, Donnie Mac, the final game of Colorado's year to me, because I don't think they're making it to a bowl game, Donnie Mac. Kansas State Wildcats. Who wins?
Another dangerous team, man. We've watched them
100%.
year after. To compete in this conference, you got to score, and you got to score quick. These games come down to the wire sometimes. We see these games, I don't know how many times, going to double overtime in this conference. So, Marshentime, with that said, I'm taking Kansas State at the end of this game. They're used to this.
I 100% agree with you, dude. Kansas State is one of those teams who just always fights to the end of every game. I love Kansas State, and I feel like they're taking this win. You know what? I don't think many of these games are going to be close. Colorado lost your top two playmakers in Shador and Travis Hunter. I'm sorry. You're not just going to magically fill this spot. You're not going to magically fill a guy who won the Heisman Trophy, who had over 1,000 receiving yards, who had so many pass breakups, so many interceptions. You're not going to replace it. I'm sorry. It's over. Colorado, you're not making a bowl game. Get out of here. You're done.
But they only need they'll probably only need about 6 or 7 wins to get.
Well, you need 6 games to get to a bowl game. But Donnie Mac, we've caught a loss. We've caught a loss. We've caught a loss. We've caught a loss. I mean, listen, man, it ain't happening, Donnie Mac. It's not happening, Donnie Mac. Colorado does not make the 6.5 games. You hear it here from 863 Sports Buzz. I'm betting the under.
Now, what I will say about that Marshentime, that could change in my mind.
Of course. You never know.
If they get somebody like they're going after Byron Leftwich. They're waiting on an answer. I don't know if they've gotten an answer yet, but he's been coaching as a quarterbacks coach, assistant coach in the NFL for the last 7-8 years since he's retired. They're going after Mike Zimmer, and let's not fake like we don't know who the hell Mike Zimmer is.
I don't know who that is.
If he gets into a program like that, now that's a big deal because now you're talking about the other side of the ball, the not so flashy side of the ball, where he's going to get that side of the ball nice and sound. And if you're a young, talented defender in the NIL, who better to play for than an experienced NFL defensive coach? If that happens, Marshentime, that could change things, 2 or 3 games this season.
All right, I respect it. Donnie Mac, while we're here, though, give me a team that's going to be a surprise team in college football this year. Who's going to be your surprise team?
Let me look. Surprise team? The Florida Gators. I think it's going to be
Florida Gators.
I really do.
I like it. I hate it. But, I respect it. I respect it, Donnie Mac.
Surprised a lot of people. They were strong at the end of that last year. They're in a tough conference. They lost a couple of good players, but they've been busy in that NIL. And right now, they've got them in the top 25 in power rankings. I think
I agree with DJ Lagway, dude. If he stays healthy, he's going to be a dangerous quarterback.
Yes, he is. But
I'm going. Listen, Donnie Mac.
You can't ask me that question and not follow up, Marshentime. Come on.
Of course. Listen, I'm going a team that nobody sees being good, Donnie Mac. I'm going to Nebraska. We're going to Cornhuskers, baby. Listen, the Cornhuskers, Matt Rule has had enough time now. I think he's going to change it up. I think they're going to, last year they had a horrible injury to their quarterback back to back. I mean, it was just, unlucky. Let's be honest. It was not fair to them. I feel like this year, man, I'm telling you, they got a good Davilia's coming in, a nice redshirt freshman. He's going to be playing a lot this year. I think he's going to be a good quarterback for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I'm telling you here, Nebraska is going to put up a fight for that conference right there, buddy.
Hey, that's a really good pick, Marshentime. That's a good pick. And another team, when you said that, it triggered in my mind. And I never even thought about Nebraska, but once you said that, I thought about the Indiana Hoosiers. We watched them get 11 wins last year.
Yes, sir.
They had 2 all Big Ten defenders on that defensive line last year. Returning Rourke at quarterback. They got a couple of transfers in the NIL for offensive line that could be the making they need in that big. I'm not saying they're going to win the Big Ten, Marshentime, but they got 11 wins last year. Who says they can't get more this year?
No, I 100% agree with you. I'm calling it now the surprise team of the year that will win their conference and go to the Final Four. He says SMU. I don't know if you can call them a surprise team. I don't know if they made it to the ACC championship last year. I mean, you can't really call them a surprise team. Come on now, Reap. Come on now, man.
Although, Marshentime, I'll agree with him on that one. That's a big stretch going to the Final Four, SMU. That's a lot of power they got to go through.
I mean, that way it would be. I mean, listen, they put up a decent fight last year, but, we'll see. Most things you never know, man. So
before we get off of college football, Marshall, real quick, a team that nags me for being overrated last year, they kind of stepped up in a big game or two. Okay, do they repeat, come back, or was it a hoax last year? Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Listen, oh man, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They had the 5-year quarterback, man. I think that was a huge boost. We have no idea about their quarterback this year. I feel like they're going to be a decent team just because they don't really ever play anybody. They don't play in conference. They don't have a conference battle. I feel like they get at least probably 9 wins. They usually have at least 9 wins. I'm going to go with 9 wins this year for Notre Dame.
Okay. Okay, that's a good win total, and that might be schedule strength alone.
Yeah, I mean, usually they don't really have a tough schedule normally, so I don't know who they play this year, but I always feel like they're going to at least get probably 8 or 9 wins. So
Okay.
I got to look up their schedule just to see if it's going to be make me look horrible. Oh Jesus, yeah they they start out at Miami. They go to Texas A&M. All right, then they play Purdue. They play Arkansas. They play. I mean, they're actually playing a pretty decent schedule, honestly, all year long. I don't see a cupcake all year. So I mean, that's hey, all for it, Notre Dame. Make a run for it now, but I'm still giving them nine wins this year. I feel like they still have a decent team. Their defense was really good last year. They kept teams under 20 points most of the year. I just feel like that's how they're going to win games again.
Is Texas your number one team?
No, I don't like Texas. I'm going to be honest, man. I do not like Arch Manning. I really do not like Arch Manning. Arch Manning has not proven anything to us. Arch Manning is a good running threat, but I don't see them being number one. I don't see them going undefeated in the SEC. I don't see it.
You're not convinced, huh?
I'm not.
Who's your number one team?
Ooh, that is a tough one right there, Donnie Mac. You know what? A lot of the people have gone up. They've left. We've seen Dylan Gabriel leave Oregon. I loved Oregon last year.
They got an unproven coming in, taking over quarterback.
They do.
On from Oregon. Top teams have lost their quarterback.
Yeah, so same with Ohio State. Same with all these teams. Listen, man. Honestly, I don't see one team really sticking out right now that I could definitively say you're my number one team in college football. I just don't like any crazy
standout team right now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody's so high on Texas and everything, and I respect them. I think they'll be good, but they're not that team. But I mean, your Ohio State team's going to be good. I feel like they're always if they're pretty good, or it's but the one team that I want to say is going to be good is Penn State.
Ohio State lost their entire offense.
They did. They lost quite a few, but they're still
both running backs, wide receivers, quarterback. They're all gone, buddy.
Yeah. But I'm going Penn State, honestly.
I like Penn State.
I think Penn State's going to be a tough team to beat this year.
Returning quarterback.
Right, Donnie Mac, this is a question for you because I'm not answering this because I'm a Florida State fan. Reef wants to know: does Florida State beat Bama at home start the season?
I think they have a really good shot. You want a yes or no answer? I'm going to say yes.
All right, you heard it from Donnie Mac. I'm not answering the question because we're not going into this, Reef. We're not starting this. We're not getting into this. Listen, Florida State they're already 10 times better without DJU, so that's all that matters to me is DJU is gone. He's out the door. He's goodbye, and I never have to see his face on a camera ever again for Florida State University. That guy sucks. Just want you guys to know that. Donnie does hate Bama. I think Donnie got disconnected. Listen, he doesn't hate Bama. He's an Ohio State fan, so you cannot say he hates Alabama. He's an Ohio State fan. He hates everybody. He hates Michigan. He does not hate Alabama. I hate Alabama because of Nick Saban. Now that he's gone, I've lost a little bit of hate for him. I still don't like Alabama because you like him now. But that's just a big difference. Donnie Mac, I think you got disconnected, buddy. I hope you're coming back for us, but it's all right if you're not. I'll keep talking and give you a couple more minutes. But listen. Wow, that opened up big time there, didn't it? All right. See if I can see my cards over here. I got some cards on my whiteboard, too. I think it's pretty cool. Listen. Alabama, Florida State's going to be a good game, I feel like. I think I know you're doubting Florida State. I got a little bit more faith in them than you do. So I feel like we're going to come in. We're going to be a little bit tougher. We're going to play harder. We're going to look like a team that actually belongs around college football again. We're going to build some hype. We're going to win some games. We're going to a bowl game this year. That's all that matters to me. We are going to a bowl game. I'm marking it here. We get over 6 wins this year. Yeah, see, I like my cards. See, I like my little card window up here. It's kind of nice. I got my cards in the back, cards up here now. It's kind of nice. I've been doing a lot of collecting. We're gonna start doing some auctions with some cards. I think me and Donnie Mac are gonna start doing it. Have some fun. It's home. Hey man, it's at home. It's early. It's in that Florida, heat. You guys gotta fight the home crowd of Florida State, hoping to come back and make some victories. Listen, Florida State's gonna be hopping. Listen, you don't have a quarterback either. I don't want to hear your crap. You don't even know who your quarterback is. Like, come on now. Your quarterback is an unproven guy who we have no idea about. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. At least we know what Thomas Castellanos can do. He can run, and we all know Alabama with running does not do well. Running quarterbacks is always bad for you guys, so I don't want to hear it. Welcome back, Donnie Mac.
Hey, you guys talking about cards?
Yeah, there you go. Donnie Mac brings up his cards over there too. But no, we're talking about, he's talking crap about how Florida State, he doesn't have a quarterback. Listen, I like Thomas Castellanos. I think he's going to be decent. He's got the playmaking abilities. He did well at Boston College for what he had. Now he's got some weapons, man. I love Deuce Robinson on the outside. That dude is fast. And we got some decent, we finally got some offensive line boost. Gus Malzahn, Donnie Mac, Gus Malzahn is a good running, head coach. Now he's an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And we all seen what he did to Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama always had trouble with Gus Malzahn. Now, I'm telling you, man, I love it. I respect it.
Marshentime, not only that, we're talking about Gus Malzahn and head coaching. Florida State did a very good job in recruiting, coaching, offense, defensive coordinator, and NIL. But, Marshentime, not only did Ohio State lose their entire offense, they lost their offensive coordinator too, Chip Kelly. He did go to Las Vegas. So let's not
Pete Carroll, man.
Yeah,
that's going to be interesting. I'm kind of excited to see that in the NFL. With Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, all of them. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting.
It's definitely going to be different. I can tell you that. I'm excited for that program. I've always been a Raiders underdog fan. You know what I mean, because of what they do and all the way back to Rich Gannon days when they had Jerry Rice and Brown and Rich Gannon. And Charlie Garner, these guys, I just love that team. Bill Romanowski, awesome. Love that guy in Oakland. And then it's just good to see. I'm a big running fan, too. They got Ashton Dempsey. I like Geno Smith when he's with Pete Carroll. And now you put Chip Kelly in there. They're doing some really good things. And I'm really excited. The bad thing is that division they're in. Look at that freaking division they are in. It's going to be tough.
It is. Listen, just because Saban wouldn't leave the 3-4, you don't even know who your quarterback is, Reap. Alabama doesn't even know who their starting quarterback is going to be for week 1 yet. So calm down, buddy. Calm yourself. Okay? Listen, your defense is not going to be that insane. I don't think it's going to be any different than what it was last year. Your defense is going to be good. Alabama's defense has always been good. But you guys have always struggled against running quarterbacks, and that's no different. Listen, Kalen DeBoer's only had 1 year to recruit his people. I don't think that's going to be enough to completely overhaul the defense. I really don't. I think it's going to take a couple years for him to get his players in there. Just like how when we play college football 26, it takes a couple years to get the people that you want in there. That's how it works. It's just you got to get your kind of people in there and get them ready, get them going, and I think next couple of years, I think your defense will be better. What's some good bait for Colorado fishing? I have no idea.
How about a toboggan?
I have no idea in Colorado, buddy. Listen,
trout.
I would love to catch some trout. That's probably a beautiful thing. But at the lakes and stuff, I would figure it's probably some pike and some, that kind of stuff in there. So I would probably use some spinner baits and stuff like that.
So fast, Eddie. He's a frequent flyer of this podcast. He's from Colorado, and he says the easiest thing to catch there is trout.
Yeah, who doesn't love a good trout too, though, man?
Yeah.
Listen, trout, get some corn or something like that, man. That's the best thing to do. I'm telling you, it always seems to work pretty well for trout.
Trout, pretty aggressive on anything.
Yeah, that's why I said you probably use like a little spinner bait, something like that. I feel like you can catch some pikes, that kind of thing up there. I haven't went, man. I think we went one time fishing in Colorado, and I think I caught like one fish. That was a long, long time ago. That was when I was young. Donnie Mac, what else we want to talk about, buddy?
Let's talk a little bit. Let's kick around the WNBA real quick. They're coming
WNBA. I like it.
It was kind of interesting the way they drafted their team. Do I like it? No, it was interesting. I don't like drafting the team. I think they should be voted to the teams. You know what I mean? By the coaches. No drafting of that. You know, it should be well organized. That, but other than that, I think it was really cool to watch. You know, Caitlin Clark assert her dominance on live television. That was pretty cool. But surprising thing for me is the Valkyries. Early on in the season, they're only 8 games behind Minnesota. The Valkyries have been playing really good ball.
100%, man.
And
they played the Aces today. Did you see that? Did you see that game?
That
was insane.
And they've been beating some good teams, man, and they're starting to get a little bit better. Who I'm disappointed is the Sparks. I wish they would pick it up. They need a couple of key players back, Cameron Brink being one of them. But I had high hopes for him going into the season, but that got shot down.
I'm still waiting for her to come back. She still ain't even there. It's like, what's going on with that one, man?
Yeah, I'm not.
She'd be back by now.
Not 100% sure, man. They're trying to nurse her back. They're just being real careful. I think she's so tall and frail that they're being extra careful with her.
Angel Reese cover girl, 2K, man. What do you think?
Angel Reese cover girl, 2K. I think it was just basically a PR move to try and get everybody off of her back. That was all that was.
It could have been. I can kind of see that. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Angel Reese is a great rebounder. She gets good rebounds. She's not a bad player. I mean, she's really not.
Hey, I
think she just has an attitude that she needs to fix. I mean, I really do. I feel like that's her whole issue. If she didn't have an attitude, nobody would have a problem with her. Like, I think we'd all be supporting her and say, "Hey, yeah, go get her thing." She's just got an attitude to her. Like, just get over the attitude. Get over the I'm the best player, because she's not the best player. I mean, yeah, she's a good rebounder, but so what? There's plenty of good rebounders out there.
Yeah, she's league and rebounding, but that's because they're all me boundies.
Yeah, they're the me bounds.
They're all
the me bounds.
But I think that's all that was, a PR stunt, really, to break up the tension in WNBA and say, hey, you know what I mean? You know, that's not our only star. That's pretty much all that was.
Now, while we're talking about stars, the Las Vegas Aces, man, have a losing record right now, Donnie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the MVP, A'ja Wilson, who has been, I mean, hurt. She's still been good. She really has been good, though. I mean, she did get hurt for a couple. Is she hurt? She's still out today, or I think she came back a couple games ago.
I'm pretty sure she played today.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, she's still doing well, but there's just nobody to help her. There's nobody right now to help her, and I feel like it's getting kind of like, what's going on? You know, I mean, she had 34 points and 16 rebounds today, Donnie Mac.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's the MVP form.
I mean, you can't blame her for any of this. I mean, finally, Young finally took off. She got 30 points. Lloyd got 15. But who else is doing anything? I mean, you can't rely on all these players, man. I feel like it's starting to get a lot on A'ja Wilson, and you're starting to see that. She can't do everything. I mean, she she had 34, 16, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks.
Yeah.
And they barely won by 2 points. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Valkyrie, I love the way the Valkyrie are playing right now. The Valkyrie are playing so hard.
Marshentime. That's awesome, man. For a franchise team like that, competing with a team like the Aces right now, that's awesome. They've been playing some 100%. Ball.
Listen, the Valkyrie have so many decent players that make the team run so well is why they're playing so well.
Yeah.
If they're not relying on 1 or 2 people, that's why they're so good.
They're very bad.
They had 6 people over 10 points in double digits.
I think
Kate Martin had 8. Yeah. You know, and multiple people had more than 15 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
That's huge. Your guys aren't getting tired. They're not getting, overworked. The Aces, you got 4 players over 30 minutes. Like that on a consistent basis is not a good thing.
That's the difference in losing the players that the Aces lost too. When you lose a player like Plum and we were just talking about her, went to the Valkyries. What's her name? The young girl. It was just Kate Martin. Yeah, you lost her. I mean, she was. That's a big deal when you start losing those type
100%. 100%. No, I 100% agree. And I'm disappointed in it. But listen, Donnie Mac, right now, have you changed your MVP candidate for the WNBA?
Right now, it's kind of hard to say right now because we're only 20 games into the season. I don't think Caitlin Clark right now is deserving of the MVP, to be honest with you. And I'm looking. I don't think it's Stewie. I really don't. Kelsey Mitchell might be in line for an MVP vote right now. Let me see. Even A'ja Wilson, barring her a little bit of setback with that injury. Putting up numbers like she did today. She's still capable of doing that. She just hasn't been as consistent as the rest of these girls. Even Aaliyah Boston, holding that thing together there with Kelsey Mitchell, that's MVP type candidate. But I would really lean a little bit more toward A'ja Wilson at this point. Not to be a front runner, but I think she's more sustainable going.
I'm disappointed in you, Donnie Mac. I'm very disappointed in you, buddy.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at Minnesota right now, buddy. They're 18-4, Donnie Mac, and Avisha Collier is in the top 10 in almost every stat right now. She leads in points. She leads in blocks. Donnie Mac, come on, man. Give her some respect. She's number 6 over in rebounds. I think she's in top 10 in steals.
Yeah,
come on now, Donnie Mac.
And they've had a surge since she's been healthy. Okay, she hasn't been playing like that all year. That's been in the last 10 to 12 games.
She missed 4 or 5 games, but no, every game, man, she's done well. Honestly, when she plays, she does well.
You know what I mean? That's why I just don't put her there because you got to be there, and the rest of her team is more deserving of anything when you're talking about an award there. Collier's going to be in the running for the MVP at the end of the year. She is one of the predecessors, to the NBA and this big unrivaled contest they've got. There's a reason why she does that because she is good.
Yeah, listen, she's so good. She keeps her turnovers down low. She has great field goal percentage. How do you blame her? Even in the loss today, she went 26, 8, 5, 3, 3. Those stats are insane, man. Those are great stats for any MVP, I feel like they're going to be up there for the rest of the year. Collier is one of those girls I think is really going to be putting her name in the MVP race. I think she's going to end up winning the MVP race at the end of the year. The Minnesota Lynx are 18-4. Don't get me wrong, she's not the only one because you're right. McBride's done well. Williams has been playing well.
That whole team.
They play very well together. But I think Collier opens up a lot. When you watch her play, she plays so hard. She drives to the basket well. She finishes well. I just like the way she plays.
And the Mercury's playing really well right now, too. Alyssa Thomas could be in the running for the MVP if you want to get down with it. And they just beat Minnesota yesterday or the day before. So, and Alyssa Thomas, she was probably the catalyst behind scoring that, too.
No, I agree with you on all of it. That there's multiple teams that could be there.
Yeah. And the reality is that an early MVP vote, that's hard to do right now because there's not a lot doing it.
No, 100%. There really isn't.
Even Stewie,
Brianna.
She's been out a couple of.
And I think that's pretty much how the WNBA goes. I think there's going to be a lot of injuries, a lot of issues. That's just how it goes. So
Sabrina Ionescu, she's been playing very, very well.
No, but you're right. But listen, man, the Minnesota Lynx are 18-4. They're 3 games ahead of any other team. I feel like they're just a team to beat right now, man.
Yeah. 20 games into the season,
22, get it right.
Our teams has only played 20.
Donnie Mac, anything else you want to talk about, buddy?
Paige Beckers.
Yeah, she's going off for a rookie, man.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm excited for her.
No, I mean, I respect her, what she's doing. She's making a huge name for herself already.
Yep.
Putting up crazy numbers. All right, listen. Let's go. I'm for it.
Yeah. I got her on my fantasy team.
Yeah. You know, you said she wasn't going to be rookie of the year. I'm just saying, but
Citron's going to give her a run, so that's not over with.
Okay, well, we'll see, man. That's all I got to say. I still feel like she wins it all. She wins the rookie of the year.
And the Washington Mystics.
The Washington Mystics. Listen, I hate to tell you, buddy, the Dallas Stars. Queen. She is the reason Dallas is still good, because we all know they got rid of Luka Doncic. So the only good player in Dallas right now is Paige Beckers.
They didn't win the Commissioner's Cup.
They did not.
Without Caitlin Clark. That was
that is true. That is true. But we'll see, man. Because listen, Indiana Fever lost with Caitlin, so maybe they got to do some work with Caitlin. They got to figure out some way to go. So
that doesn't.
Played the Valkyrie though. Yeah, played the Valkyrie, so you can't really say anything.
She scored 10 points.
Yeah, that's true. Listen, we got a couple more weeks for Bassmaster to come back. Donnie Mac, we got that. In a couple weeks we'll have to do that. We'll do our power rankings again next week for everybody. Listen, Donnie Mac, we're close to NFL football too, man. We only got a couple weeks before that, so we'll have to do our preseason picks maybe next week. So be ready for that, Donnie Mac. We'll do our preseason board. We'll take you all the way to the Super Bowl, and we'll take you who our MVPs are going to be. If you're all in, Donnie Mac, I know, last couple of years, I think it's been pretty even on both of us, being close to it, being close to being right. I feel like it's going to be an interesting one this year.
I know what I got right last year.
What you got right last year?
Champion. I did get that one right.
You did get what?
I got the national championship right.
Oh, you did get the national champion. You did. In college football, you did. You did get that right. You did win that one.
Could have been right, too, because I took Florida State and they got gypped.
We did get, I agree with that one. We did get gypped on that because Alabama got in. Because, boo, Bama. Because Bama sucks.
They could have won it all.
I agree. I don't know if we would have won it all. But we would have made a good run for it. If Travis wasn't injured, I feel like we do make a good run. I feel like we may have a compete in that one pretty easily.
That boy's messed up so bad that he had to retire.
And I'm still disappointed in that, man. I miss Jordan Travis. I wish him all major respect and hope that he gets into, does something that he loves. They're talking about bringing him back to Florida State to be a quarterbacks coach. So you never know, man. We may see Jordan Travis back at Florida State again.
Yeah, you could. And I don't think it would be a bad decision. He was pretty good. I
don't think it would be either. Listen, he had more heart than anybody out there on the field at all time. That's what I loved about him.
And Keon Coleman.
Yeah, Keon can.
I had to put that in there, Marshentime. I had to throw the Keon.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Sign me off. I'm done. I'm done with this. Get me out. Get me out. I want out. I want out.
If we come back and watch great sports podcast, that's more.
Peace.